I'm going to do some. First person is going to be, and a person I didn't know until now, Miss Tiffany Thomas, City Councilwoman out of Houston. Would you like to unmute yourself and say a few words, please?
Good evening, Black Texans. Happy to be here. Critical moment. Thank you for hosting. Thank y'all for showing up. It just goes to show you the power of word of mouth, and the urgency that we have for this critical election. Happy to host, and join my sisters and brothers in solidarity.
All right, thank you. And next will be Miss Crystal Chisholm, Mayor Pro Tem of the City of DeSoto. Crystal, would you like to say a few words?
Hey, you beautiful Black people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for answering the call. We know what tomorrow is going to bring. So to gather, to rally, and to get out and strategize is just the name of the game that we thought that we should come together collectively as Black people all across Texas. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Fred, for hosting as well.
All right, and last woman who many of you probably know and should know, uh, the former vice chair of the Texas Democratic Party, um, Dr. Carla Braley. Could you please unmute yourself and speak?
Hi, you all. I am absolutely elated, delighted that we just understand what to do. We are in formation, and this is what it's all about to be able to use our skills, our relationships to get out the vote and get the job done. So I'm absolutely elated to be a part of this family experience this evening.
So, Dr. Braley, while you're here, you could you give us a little bit more of what your vision was when you wanted to do this?
Quite simply, I stated in the past, we have conducted, events like this in the past, just knowing that we have some things that we need to discuss around the state. And so nightly, we would just have briefly discussions with several elected officials, stakeholders around the state during election time. So, in terms of purpose, tonight is about ownership of our vote, ownership of our agenda that we are way overdue in having, ownership of visibility across Texas. We are seeing something that has happened in the state of Texas that we have not seen in a very long time. Counties are being touched, people are being talked to who have never been talked to before by candidates. And so I want to say thank you to you, Chair Frederick Nickens, because at the end of the day, if you had not agreed to convene this space and have steady leadership, we may not be here this evening. But you have, just stepped up to the plate. And I have to give a shout out to our current Vice Chair, Shay Kathy. Sometimes we can get in positions and we hold it all to ourselves. I called her. I was like, hey, look, this is what we want to do. How can you be a help to us? She put us in touch with a number of people that we needed to talk to also move this needle forward. So I'm just really thankful. We know this when Black voters turn out, the political map shifts, not just locally, but statewide, and now we know nationwide. So it's all about the turnout. But turnout does not happen automatically. It happens when we organize, when we're visible, and when we're clear about what we stand for. And tonight, this is what it's all about. This is the beginning of understanding our Black agenda and what it means to be Black on the ballot and what it means for us to turn out. And so I'm just really thankful to move forward this evening and take it from here.
Thank you. One more house cleaning note: if you're a candidate, change your name so it reads your name and what you're running for, so we can when we get to that portion and we allow you to speak, I can know who's a candidate and who's not. Now we're gonna have Crystal and Tiffany are gonna talk about numbers where we are. Please, ladies.
Sure, Crystal, go ahead.
So real quickly, I'll hit on Dallas County. As y'all all know, we're seeing record numbers in voting. Dallas County has 1.4 million registered voters, and we make up for Black folks. We make up probably 300,000 of those right now. The numbers are still coming in for Dallas County, but some things that I want to point out is that, of course, Jasmine is coming out of Dallas County, and she's targeted really heavy Dallas and Houston. But it's not just the reason why you saw all those faces was not because Jasmine's endorsing those folks. You saw all those faces because literally all across the state of Texas, we have Black people who have stepped up to run for office all across Texas, and we need to make sure that we show up not just for Jasmine, but for them as well. I have my good brother, two of my good brothers in Dallas County on the phone right now, which is Vincent Jones. He's the only House representative that's in Dallas County that is contested, and I hate to tell you this, is with a white woman. So I do want to give him an opportunity to speak today as well, and then also Demarcus Alford, who is on the phone for a Dallas County clerk for Dallas. Again, Jasmine, we need to make sure that we show up from her. She's anticipating that Dallas County shows out the vote. And what that means is you're not on here by happenstance. We will have a call to action, and that's going to be very clear for us all by the end of the call. And I don't want to step on Fred's parade on that, but we know we need to make sure that our folks show up tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But the 300,000 of us that are here in Dallas County, we need all boots on ground, however you can show up, using your resources to reach out to voters. But I did want to call out those two. And when we have time to open up for candidates, I'd love for them to jump out and speak real quick on just, what they're doing to get out the vote and what they're doing for us, for Black folks down in Austin and in Dallas.
Wonderful. I'll go ahead and jump in here. Harris County, Fort Bend County, we are doing what needs to be done. But as our Congresswoman Crockett has mentioned, there's a little competition between Houston and Dallas. But Crystal's absolutely right. We're not just focusing on Houston and Dallas. We're focused on the entire state, 254 counties in Texas where Black people live, work, play, raise their kids. And this is a very critical election. When you look at that flyer, you're looking at the future of Texas. So the opportunity, and I know for many in the room, you've already cast your vote, but you know people who are either waiting to vote on election day or people who have not yet cast their vote. They're not clear on the candidates and they're depending on you. So we want to make sure that you have all the opportunity, the last minute opportunities to hear from these candidates. We know Fort Bend County Judge candidate Dexter McCoy is on. We know Otis, who's running for state rep, is trying to get on because we've reached capacity. Tracy Gibson, running for Harris County Democratic Party chair, is trying to get on as well. So that tells you the appetite is right. So we're depending on you. For my brothers and sisters who are part of the D9, Brazoria County's in the house. That's right. For my D9 brothers and sisters that are on the call in your individual capacity, you need to make sure that you educate your other brothers and sisters where candidates align with those national priorities around public safety, affordability, economic development, jobs, making sure that they're investing in our communities. We do not have time to convince people about a Black agenda. We need to make sure that we send the Black candidates that understand our agenda intimately and can start day one. This is what is critical, what's happening at the ground, from the state of all the way from U.S. Senate, all the way from the governor, all the way to every state house. Darlene Bro is running State House 149, challenging a long-term incumbent who has not been visible on the west side of Houston. So here's a wonderful opportunity for the candidates that will pop in tonight, and many of them are going to join us. Take notes, encourage your neighbors, your friends, those who have not voted, to print out that sample ballot and make and highlight their names so they could take that sample ballot into the polls and be informed and comfortable and ready to vote. And so we'll hear from them now. I see there's some other folks. People are shouting out their county. So if you are all throughout the 254, Bowie County in the house, put it in the chat. We want to make sure that you're represented as well. We want to know where you're at and make sure that as we continue this, because we're on the road to November, but we got to make sure that March 3rd, that we execute March 3rd, and we execute for the agenda for Black Texans, Black votes, and our Black issues. All right, Tarrant County's in the house. I see my girl Kanae is there. All right, Tarrant County's in the house. So make sure that you're in the chat. Let's stay connected. And Fred, I think someone else is supposed to come behind me.
It's me. Wow. So I'm gonna say some things that's gonna make people mad. So let me do one thing first. I'm gonna shout out the person that made this shirt for me, Miss Ira Omir. Shout out to you. Great shirt that you made for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. If you're on the call, sister, thank you for the shirt. I'm going to say some things. As you just heard, three powerful women. No, I'm going to backtrack. First, let me keep quiet. I'm going to put another woman on. The vice chair, our vice chair of the Texas Democratic Party. Would you please unmute yourself Madam Vice Chair, if you're on, because they told me you're on, and could you grace us with some words?
Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. My heart is overwhelmed. To my predecessor, Dr. Carla Braley, I'm just always so honored to be in your presence. To my TCDB chair, Dallas President Crystal Chisholm, I'm a dues paying member of the Dallas chapter, and to Tiffany, thank you all for doing this. I'm elated to see all of you. Let me say this: we can feel what's happening because you all said it. We have candidates up and down the ballot. This is the first time in the history of Texas that we are contesting every race, local, state, and federal. And we see that result in the turnout. We know when there's high turnout, the candidates who win are those who care about our issues. They care about what matters to us, to our communities, and our value set. So, what is going to happen tomorrow is we are going to be electing primary candidates who care about our issues. And you can see it and you can feel it. I am so excited to be here. I can't wait to hear all these candidates. Thank you all for what you are doing. Honored to be here. And tomorrow, let's go have a great day.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. So I'm going to say this. Thank you for your hard work and getting the ballot full. I know it was a lot of work. Trust me. I know you've been doing a lot of work and you don't get a lot of credit for it. You just heard from 4 tremendous, incredible women. And I'm going to talk to my brothers right now. We need to step up our game as brothers. Every time I hear them talk about the Democratic Party, they say Black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party. Brothers, 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 it's our time to step up and help them. And if I'm shaming you, I'm sorry, but I'm in that same category. So we need to step up and help our sisters out because they've been leading the charge and we need to do this. We have to do this. So I'm going to talk about a couple things really fast. And the coalition now is a new coalition, right? We're new. You got HBAD on here tonight. You got Austin area Black Democrats on here. You got the young Black Dems on here. We are one. We are family. We are united. We are a stronger force when we're united together. All this separation and division is over. We must be together. So I'm going to say, sir, phase 1, I'm a military guy. So you don't know, I did 23 years in the military. So I think in military terms. Phase 1 of this operation was the primary, right? That's phase 1. Phase 2 of this operation was get your butts to the county conventions on 21 March. Why is that important? Because then I need you to become delegates so we can go down to Corpus Christi, which is in another phase, so we can re-elect our Vice Chair Shay Wyrick Cathy back to her seat in overwhelming numbers. So we want to show up to say, look, we're here. There's no other candidates needed. All the rest of y'all don't apply because she's the one we want. That's the only way we're going to do that is if we show up. In El Paso, we had 800 and some odd Black delegates. We need 900. That's the call for that part. 900 delegates to show up in Corpus Christi, bring your bathing suits, go down to the beach, and then vote Shay in as the vice chair. Phase 3, the municipal elections. Everybody been complaining about these school board elections and these mayors, and we need to re-elect. I don't know if Crystal's back on and Tiffany's back on the ballot in May, but we get them back in and get them some more help that looks like them and thinks like them, because we are being overwhelmed at the municipal elections and we're not getting what we need, and our children in our areas are not being serviced. So that's what we need to do. May 2nd. Get out there and support and vote in the municipal elections because that's where it is. That's your kitchen table issues. Phase 4. This is going to be a little personal. There's going to be some runoff elections, y'all. A couple years ago, and I'm going to say this. Jasmine Crockett wouldn't have to be running against Cornyn now if we would have did what we were supposed to do a couple of years ago when Royce West was running against that other person in the runoff. We didn't show up for Royce at that time. Had that happened, Jasmine could be doing greater things like maybe running for governor. I don't know. But maybe we could have did that. We need to show up on May 26th for these runoffs. The elections ain't over. We don't show up for the runoffs. We think, I voted on election day, early voting, I'm done. Well, no, there's going to be runoffs and people are going to need your support. Phase 5. Show up to Corpus Christi on June 25th through 27th for the Texas Democratic Convention so we can elect Shay back as our vice chair. It's that simple. Show back up. That's what we need. We need her where she's at, because right now we see candidates up and down the ballot. It's because of her labor of love. She worked hard to do that, to get Black candidates on the ballot, to get Black candidates the resources they need. She worked hard, and she's been working hard, and we need to send her back to her job. Phase 6. In September, we're going to host the DNC Southern Region Conference here in Dallas. I need y'all to show up and show everybody that Texas is Texas, and we're big in Texas, and we do everything in big in Texas. And the last phase, phase 7, August through November, volunteer for a candidate. Help someone out. Show up. Block walk, phone bank, lick stamps, whatever you can do. We can all do something. If you can't walk, write. If you can't write, talk. If you can't talk, crawl. Do something. Help somebody out, because there's people on here that will need your help. I'm also going to say this. We have to expand our thinking. In the military, we have this thing called area of operation, right? That's the area I operate in. Well, there's a bigger picture called our area of interest. It's the area outside of what we do. So my area of operation is Collin County, because I live in Collin County, right? So my area of interest is going to be Dallas, Tarrant, Denton. That's going to be in Hunt County, is going to be my area of interest. But when I put operations and interest together, becomes my area of influence. And we need to expand our area of influence as Black people, because this state was made by us for us. And we need to stop acting like we didn't. And I'm going to leave you with this quote. So a friend of mine sent me this today, but I reworded it. And this is kind of the call to action before we let candidates speak. He sent me that he's a friend of mine. He's an NAACP. Mr. Mark Payne sent this out. If you're on, shout out to you, Mark. Tomorrow, 3/3 is election day in Texas. Who you vote for is private, but whether you vote is public info. And here's the question. Here's the call to action to everybody. Based on recent elections, what would your voter score be? What would your household grade be? If the new standard is, if your grade is not 100%, you're failing. You should be voting in 100% of elections, and everyone in your household should be voting in 100% of your household. So tomorrow, I need you to get in your group chats for tomorrow. Like we checked on everybody during COVID and all these other times, I need you to check on everybody. And I need you to ask them, did they vote? And if they didn't vote, shame them, beg with them, plead with them. Do whatever you got to do to get them to that poll tomorrow. If you got to take off for your lunch break and drive them, drive them. 100% is the only answer to this test. 70% doesn't work. 80% doesn't work. 90% doesn't work. It's got to be 100%. That's your homework. We need to be at 100% voting. And with that, thank you. So now, unless the ladies have something, we're going to move on to candidates. And we're not going in order of precedence. I'm going in order on my screen. So don't please.
Can we call House Rep Vincent Jones up?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. And then we'll call Dexter McCoy for Ben, a candidate for Fort Bend County Judge.
Okay. Is Venton there? Is Venton on? My frat brother on?
I'm here.
Please, 06, head it up.
Sorry, I'm in my vehicle right now. First off, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who had a part in orchestrating this call. I am State Representative Vincent Jones, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the chair of the Dallas Legislative Delegation, as well as serving as the parliamentarian for the Texas Legislative Black Caucus. And everything has already been said. I'm excited to see us turning out, but I hope that we continue to stay involved 365. And we can't just vote. We have to be participants in the legislative process, because the moment where we take our hands off the wheel, the crazy stuff starts to happen. So as we vote, please continue to stay engaged. Please involve yourself with the legislative session, because we know if we, regardless of what numbers we get going into this, it's going to be a challenging fight, especially when most of the most heinous pieces of legislation are supported and backed by not only the governor's mansion, but by the White House. So again, thank you so much for everyone being a part of this call. Thank you so much for your involvement day to day, whether you are a candidate, whether you're a campaign worker, whether you're a volunteer, or you just care about what's going on with Black people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because this is the energy that's going to win elections, and this is the energy that's going to get us the representation that we need in this state once and for all. So,
all right, thank you, my good brother. Good
Thank
luck
you.
tomorrow.
Indeed.
Tiffany, who'd you have?
Dexter McCoy. Commissioner McCoy, are you on?
That's another 06 guy, man.
Indeed.
Man.
Indeed. Good evening, everyone. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. I am Commissioner Dexter McCoy, running for Fort Bend County Judge. I am just elated that we are in a situation where we have 300 people in the room, and God knows how many other people trying to get in the room. I think at this time, when we just celebrated 100 years of celebrating Black history in this country, how under the backdrop of where we find ourselves today, where there are those who would not want us to gather in spaces like this, because when we gather together, other people see that as a threat. We are owning our space, we are taking our place, and we are reclaiming our power in this moment. I am elated for what is going to happen tomorrow and what's going to happen every day after that. In Fort Bend County, in this era, when we are told that we cannot celebrate our history, we decided to cement our history in stone and built what is the largest memorial to African Americans in this part of the country, in building the African American Heritage Monument and Park. We just broke ground on the Black Cowboy Museum, and we are electing leaders up and down the ballot. This is what we have to do all across this state. This is what we have to continue to do all across this nation, because we know that when Black folks thrive, everybody else rises. And so thank you so much for what you're going to do in calling your auntie and your uncles and them and getting them out to the polls tomorrow and making sure that we leave no stone unturned, because right now our future is at threat. And I'm so elated that we have partners like each of you in this fight. Again, that's Dexter McCoy. I'm running for Fort Bend County Judge and current County Commissioner here in Fort Bend County. God bless you all.
All right, thank you. So everyone, every other candidate, can you please keep it a little short? You know, us 06s, we like to be the intelligent ones.
I went ahead and jotted down a group of them that are already in the queue.
Okay,
Audrey Lawton,
please, Stephanie.
Brandy Bird. If I'm calling your name, get ready. Audrey Lawton, Brandy Bird, Dion Sims, Darcel Johnson, Dedrick DeBar, and Darlene Bro. Y'all are up next. Audrey, are you on? All right, we'll come back to you. Brandy Bird, are you on?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Brandy L.L. Bird. I'm running for Bell County Democratic Chair. I'm unifying us. We're hitting the polls. Not only that, we're bringing energy out for the just for everybody. You know, we're outside. You know, I got my sample ballots already. I'm giving it to the people. And I'm just like, look, we're moving this thing called democracy forward, and vote for Brandy L.L. Bird.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Dion Sims. Y'all remember their names. Remember their names. Dion Sims, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Dion Sims, hi. Candidate for Texas 25 U.S. House here in Tarrant County that was gerrymandered and broken up. And so I'm running to represent our voices. I am the granddaughter of Dr. Opal Lee, who helped to make Juneteenth a national holiday. And that freedom that we work to get for the country is what I'm making sure that our community makes sure and enjoys, so that we live and not just survive. So again, Dion Sims, Texas candidate for House representation in Texas 25.
Wonderful. Darcel Johnson. Darcel, are you with us? Okay, we'll come back. Dedrick
DeBurr.
DeBurr. I'm sorry about that. Detrick DeBurr. There you go.
Good afternoon, Detrick DeBurr, candidate for Texas House of Representatives in District 65. After tomorrow, I'll be the Democratic nominee. Really simple. When we do the work, we win. I look forward to inviting you guys down to Austin, where we get the work done.
Thank you. My type of stump speech. Dr. Darlene Bro, are you with us?
I'm with you. All right, I'm Dr. Darlene Bro, running for state representative for District 149. I have served in this community as board president for A-Leaf ISD. This district is full of people who are hardworking, trying to raise their children and doing everything right, that they just feel squeezed by raising costs. And so this affects all of our families, but for Black families, we have learned how to navigate these types of pressures. I've been at the polls every day from 7 to 7 talking to our neighbors, but it's time for a change, and we need they need to know that they have another option for their representation in Austin, because every vote casted is a consequence. It has a consequence, and I'm running to be that state representative in District 149.
Thank you. I already cast my vote for you, and we're going to be at the polls tomorrow morning. My profile is next. Andrea Bearfield.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Andrea Bearfield. I'm Mayor Pro Tem in the City to Believe in Waco, Texas. And I am encouraging everybody. This call is exciting, but we have work to do. We have been working to build this state, each county, each of the 254 counties, to be representative of the voices that we have. So we have one agenda tomorrow. Tomorrow is to get out those non-voters, those people who haven't been to the polls. Go get your grandmothers, go get your aunties, go get everybody. And it's time for us to make sure we get everybody out to vote tomorrow. And then when it's time for your local election, your municipal elections in May 2nd, cast your vote.
Tiffany, I'm gonna step in for a second. I'm a chair. I'm gonna use my chair for a little bit. I want that man that wears that black and old gold, that works down in Austin, that represents down there in that Houston, Fort Bend, Missouri City area. I need you to get on here and talk, please.
Hey, Frat. First of all, thank you for hosting this call. It is good to be on with the amazing brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha and all of the people that are on this call. I'm super proud of everyone that organized this call. This is the fierce urgency of now. We need all hands on deck. I am hoping and praying, but my faith teaches me that faith without works is dead, that we will show up and show out tomorrow. African Americans, this is our time. More African Americans in Texas than any other state. I'm praying that we will help get out the vote, to cast the vote, to make history and have Jasmine Crockett as our nominee for U.S. Senate, all the way down to people like Dr. Darlene Bro and others that are on here. It is time for us to pick up seats in the Texas Legislative Black Caucus. We have a unique opportunity to do that. It is rare that you have an incumbent endorsing against another incumbent, but I did that because I believe in Dr. Darlene Bro. And there are others who are running that we should have more seats at the table. But I hope that everyone will use their platforms, they will make phone calls, send out emails, to do everything we can, because everyone didn't vote early. Many people are still left to vote on election day, and we need to have the best possible nominees to be on our ballot for the general election in November. So I'm all hands on deck. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. And I'm proud of everyone that sacrificed the time. I've been clicking refresh, because I wanted to be on this call this evening. And I appreciate us. And let's continue to mobilize, because even though the primary will be over tomorrow, there'll be runoffs. We have to stay engaged. And then we all have to come together, regardless of what happens tomorrow or in the runoffs, to get ourselves united for November in the fight of our lives, because they're trying to do everything. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. They're trying to take us back, y'all. They're trying to take us back with this anti-DEI. That's anti-Black. They're taking away opportunities for economic development with this, taking away the HUB program. That's to take out Black contractors from getting contracts when it comes to procurement. They don't teach about race anymore in school because of critical race theory. So everywhere we look, they're trying to erase us. So it's incumbent upon us that we speak truth to power, stand in the gap on the shoulders of our ancestors who made good and necessary trouble, and do our part to elect candidates that are going to speak truth to power and represent our best interests. And I'm so motivated by this new vision and leadership with the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. The Texas Legislative Black Caucus stands in solidarity with you. And we need all of our allies to work together so that we can make history in the primary, but even more importantly, come November, so that we can flip some seats in the Texas House, in the Texas Senate, and across the state with Congresswoman, soon to be United States Senator Jasmine Crockett. Thank you.
Thank you, my good brother. Tiffany, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ron. Good to hear from you. And everyone on the call, remember the names that are coming up. They're in the chat. Put your information in the chat. I know we have representatives of candidates that are representing them as we move quickly through this. So we want to make sure that we acknowledge you. Darcel, are you back with us? I saw your note in the chat. Darcel Johnson.
Yo, I am with you. My name is
All right.
Darcel Johnson. I am for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2 in Collin County. The area that I represent is predominantly rural, with a lot of us there, and we're even because I've actually been in the judge's chamber, her courtroom, and I know that we're not just the needs being met, but we're being ignored, and we're receiving the highest sentences that anyone else is receiving. We've got a lot of people that are going through. And because I've been on that side personally, I know what it takes to make that court run smoothly. And that is my job once I'm elected. So thank you guys so much for your support. And Mr. Nickens, thank you so much for your belief in me. I won't let you down.
I know you won't, my sister.
Thank you much. Is Savant Moore with us? Savant Moore. We'll come back to you. What about Keith Coleman? Keith, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
As soon as I get my screen straight. There we go. Thank you, everybody. My name is Keith Coleman, and I'm running for Congressional District 8. That's part of the redistricting. I have 4 counties: Montgomery County, Harris County, Walker County, and Waller County. We have been getting out to vote. We actually have done a Souls to the Polls at churches to get people united and have got a great turnout for that. I'm honored to be part of this today. And I'm also honored to stay in the race and work with you. So let's stay on it. Let's get people out there. Use all your social media. If you got to put a sign in the front of your house, talk to the people when you go to Walmart, when you go get some gas, tell everybody to vote. Let's make this thing happen. And my saying is, let's do this. Thank you very much.
That's right. Thank you so much. Michelle Butler, are you with us? And make sure y'all are putting your website and your contact information in the chat so people can follow you and get this information easily to their contacts. They can copy and paste from the chat, text it to their family group, text it to their sorority group, text it to their fraternity group. I know Texas AME is on the line as well. Michelle, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hi, Tiffany. I am really excited to see this turnout. This is very encouraging, especially for someone like me who is running to be the first justice of the peace, the first Black justice of the peace in Denton County, an area where Black votes are usually taken for granted and not wooed or either, kind of like asked to come out and vote or left out when people put their platforms together. So it's been very exciting for us to be a campaign that has been going out and wooing the Black voter in this district, because Denton County is a tier 2 county that is regarded as one of the counties that if it were able to flip, it would change the landscape of electoral politics for Texas. And that is going to come from the strength of Black voters. The reason why I'm running for this seat is because historically in JPs, as it pertains to evictions and truancies, a lot of our families, working Black families, are one that usually see the shorter end of that stick. So I've made it my mission to make sure that we have more Black JPs and more Black judges across the state, because these are the benches that impact our families as it pertains to whether we're going to set a family further into poverty or further escalate them into poverty or set them onto the path for success. So I want to make sure that the people in my community have a judge on this bench that is actually going to give them the tools to thrive rather than further escalate them into into the justice system, and we're going to make history.
Indeed, indeed. And I see the information in the chat. Crystal just put some information. If you're not a member of the coalition or on the contact list, this is your great opportunity to sign up for that so we can stay in touch, not just for March 3rd, but through the runoff and through November. And then as we continue to activate for Corpus Christi. Representative Charlene Ward Johnson. Charlene, are you on with us? I'll come back. Cleophas.
Yes, I'm here. I'm representing.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm not Charlene. I'm one of her representatives. Charlene is running for District 139 in the Harris County District. She's still out campaigning, but I just wanted to let y'all know that she is represented here today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Put her stuff in the queue. Thank you for being with us.
Tiffany,
go ahead.
I got to interrupt. We got a special guest. So on the call right now is the DNC Vice Chair of the Southern Region, Miss Grace Carrington. Please.
All right.
Hey, folks in Texas, I'm so proud of y'all. You're going to get it done tomorrow. I know it because I feel it and I see it. You have all these amazing candidates that's come on and come off, and all the great things I've been hearing from Frederick about Texas is going to go down tomorrow. I've already claimed it. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. Get out there early and make sure everybody is going to vote.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. I tried to get the boss on, but she's busy tonight. I tried to get the boss, but she was busy. I tried to get the chair on. Please, back to you, Tiffany. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam Vice, for joining us. Your presence means a lot, and it just goes to reinforce that the party understands how important Texas is, and that we're not left out of that conversation. So thank you, Mr. Chairman, for leading that. Cleophas, are you with us? We already went to Cleophas. I'm sorry. Did we go to Cleophas already?
Not going to Cleophas. I am with you. I'm not wearing the black and gold, but I am wearing the crimson and cream. I'm thankful to be on here tonight with you guys. I'm running for Judge, Barry County Court at Law number 8. When elected, I will be the only Black man sitting in the adult criminal system as a judge in Barry County. I have 21 more years experience than my opponent. I have tried everything from capital murder on down. I've been endorsed by the San Antonio Express News. I've been appointed by federal judges to handle federal organized crime cases and drug cases. And I've been appointed by state district judges to handle condemnation cases. So I have all the experience. If diversity matters, I am the one for the job. Thank you so much. Cleophas Marshall III. If you can remember Thurgood Marshall, you can remember Cleophas the Marshall III.
We like it. We like it. Y'all remember the names of the candidates and continue to put your information in the chat. DeMarcus, are you with us on the call? We're still holding steady at 300, y'all. So that just goes to show you we're holding strong. All right, DeMarcus, you got it.
First of all, thank you to the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats leadership, and also to my friend and mentor, Mayor Pro Tem Krista Chisholm, and to our Vice Chair, Ms. Kathy. One of the things I want to say is that, my name is DeMarcus Alford. I'm running for Dallas County Clerk. I'm the youngest on the ballot at 34 years old here in Dallas County. What I will say, we're seeing a lot of energy at the polls. What I've been doing on the field ground is it's printing out, getting those ballots before they go in and giving it to folks who need to identify who they're going to vote for, but also educating them. That's why we knocked on doors. We're going into churches. We're actually hosting a live phone bank tomorrow from our church fellowship hall to engage voters and also often rise to the polls. I think what we see here in Dallas County is not only for the leadership of our vice chair, but also for others from the coalition of Black Democrats being involved, but also engaging young people. And what I'm saying now, the polls, the people who normally don't vote in primaries are now voting and getting involved. And I think this is something that we should keep honing on. But also, I'm telling folks too, is that if you're a candidate and you're running out of polls, stay engaged. Get the voting base in place. Just because you don't have a point don't mean you shouldn't be involved. So we are also encouraging everybody across this county, even the folks who don't have opponents, to stay involved. And we're going to make sure we fired up. I'm energized, and I think a lot of people are energized across this county to make sure that we elect young Black and brown folks over down this ballot, and it's key to this election. And when November comes, we're going to energize our base as well too. So I'm all in. I'm excited about tomorrow. Thank you for the opportunity, and let's win this thing, y'all.
Wonderful, DeMarcus. Good to see you. Savant Moore is in the chat. Savant, are you with us?
Yes, I am. How you doing? Hey, so it's so great to be with y'all tonight. I'm in another Zoom talking to mineral rights owners, but I'm the first Black man to run for Texas Comptroller. I need you to show up for me. I was a foster kid. I was adopted by a pastor and a preacher. I graduated high school at the age of 16 years old. Joined the Army at 17. I was an airborne ranger for 10 years. I am an elected trustee on HISD. I'm a Howard University graduate. I'm married to a Black woman. I got 3 beautiful Black children, and I'm running for Texas Comptroller. Why is this race so important? They ended Texas Hub program. I'll restore it on day 1 because Black people, not only should we have subcontracts, we need primary contracts in the great state of Texas so that we can employ more Black people. It is time for us to properly fund public education. We have $28 billion in a rainy day fund. $15 billion can properly fund us. We should not be 42nd in the nation for public education. That has to change. So I hope that if you have not voted, tell somebody tomorrow that Texas deserves more and that you vote for Savant Moore, the first Black man in history to run for the Democrat primary, but I'm going to win, and then I'll be the first elected in November, and I will represent you all the way in Austin and all over Texas. God bless you all.
God bless you. Thank you for
and he
joining
belongs to Black and Old Gold.
There's a theme tonight. Good to hear from you and see you, Savant. Brandon West, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. This is Brandon West. I'm in Rosenberg, Texas. I'm currently a MUD director now, and I'm going to be running for Rosenberg City Council in May. I'm a part of the Richmond-Rosenberg Black Democrats here. We are showing people that Richmond and Rosenberg have Black people that vote, Black people that are affluent, and these cities have been really trying to keep us from getting together and gathering together to have a voice. They want to make us seem like we're the minority, but we are not. We are the people that are really the legs of this community. So I am not running for tomorrow, but on May 2nd, I am running for city council. I'll be the first and only Black person to serve on city council, and I wouldn't do this just to get my name on billboards or anything, but we need representation in Rosenberg. And what I want to do on day 1 is to let people know about the programs where people can eat, where we can get Black people jobs, where we can get Black people access. So please vote Brandon West. Thank you.
We appreciate that, Brandon. Tiffany, are you in the queue? I saw your information in the line in the chat. Are you with us?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Tiffany Clark. I am running for re-election to the State Board of Education, District 13. That serves Dallas and Tarrant County. Let's re-elect experience. Let's re-elect educators. We've heard that the education system is ranked low in the nation. We're 44 in reading in the nation. It's because there aren't educators at the state board. I've been a teacher, a counselor, and a 2-time trustee, earning master trustee status. We need to make sure that we keep people who are going to fight for students who look like me and you on this call. I am Dr. Tiffany Clark, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We know that this is going rapid fire. We're actually working on making sure as many candidates that we can get on the call so you can hear from them. Crystal put in the chat, and if you can put it back in, because I know there's a lot of information going through the chat. If you have not signed up for the coalition, let's make sure that we are linked and we stay connected in this work. You're hearing from candidates that are on the ballot tomorrow, that will be on the ballot in May, that may potentially have a runoff. And the reality is you may have contested races with 2 Black candidates. So we need you to make sure that we are present, that we are staying woke, and that we're minding our way, and we're dependent on you to multiply this word, because we know where 2 or 3 are gathered, right? And then biblically it says, well, 1 can do 1,000, 2 can do 10,000. So there's much that we can do throughout 254 counties in the state of Texas. So we're dependent on you. I want to call on Terry Mustafa. Are you in the room, Terry Mustafa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
My video. Good evening, everyone. Terry Mustafa, can you see me? Yes.
Yeah, we got you. You're on.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Terry Mustafa here, running for Bell County Democratic Party Chair. I am a 21-year Army construction supervisor, retired. I have my nonprofit that helps veterans, military, and their families with PTSD or MST, or traumatic brain injury. I am running for Bell County Democratic Party Chair because there needs to be a change in Bell County. Bell County can be turned blue again. It's been over 20 years since Bell County has turned blue. What I've been doing is getting out to the churches, going into community, going to different organizations, going around, because we had last weekend where one of the polling locations, early in the morning, someone pulled up everyone's campaign signs. So last weekend I went around checking all the other early voting, and we're going to be engaging and going around tomorrow as well. So again, some of you know me from the military, some of you know me from around the state with NAACP. I was former Armed Services and Veteran Affairs Chair for a couple of years. So again, follow me on my Facebook, vote for Terry M, and appreciate, and hit me up if you need me. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Mr. Chairman, I'm going to defer to you because I know we have a special guest in the queue.
So I'm going to call to the mic the next senator from the great state of Texas. And if I'm correct, my history is correct, the first Black woman from the Deep South to be elected to the United States Senate. I want y'all to bring it up, clap your hands, snap your fingers, do all the emojis for the incomparable, the great, the fighter, Miss Jasmine Crockett.
Well, let me tell you, the intro was a lot more exciting than I'm probably about to be. I just finished an event here in Houston. So my apologies that my camera is off and I'm in the car and that I'm tardy. But I want y'all to understand that they want us to believe that there's no way we can get this done. And I'm here to tell you that not only can we get this done, but we're getting it done. We know that for so long they've tried to convince us that we just don't have the numbers in Texas to actually be able to turn blue. I've been trying to tell people for a very long time that we are blue, we are voter suppressed, and we are non-voting. What we're seeing right now is that Democrats are outvoting Republicans. And more importantly, I have been trying to stress the importance of having a candidate that wants to invest in making sure that we can excite the base. That impacts the down ballot. We need to get all of these down ballot candidates that you've been hearing from across the finish line, no matter what. If you have a candidate that is spending their resources and spending their time on trying to get Republicans to cross over just for their race, then we lose the down ballot. And so I'm committed to working with each and every one that is running for office to make sure that as we go into the next census, that hopefully we have a House and a Senate that is more reflective of the will of the people, so that as they try to gerrymander for the next decade, we can hopefully stop some of that. It can't just be about the top of the ticket. It has to be about us collectively. And I am committed to working hand in hand and making sure that those down ballot candidates are getting their profiles raised, as well as getting some money into their coffers so that we can actually do what we need to do, not just at the top, but throughout. We have enough Democrats in this state. And granted, any Republicans that want to come this way, they can. But we have enough Democrats. We're seeing it right now. And there was a recent report that came out on yesterday. It was leaked where the Republicans said, code red, we have a problem in Texas. I'm here to tell you that they do have a problem in Texas. And it doesn't matter who their nominee is on the other side. We're going to beat them. So y'all just make sure y'all get in those group chats. Y'all tell everybody it's time for them to get out and vote, so that we can get this thing done and we can move on to the general election where we're going to face some additional challenges. We know that they are going to potentially try to put ICE agents at polls. We know that they are going to do everything they can to hold on to power, because when you can't win, you cheat. And so it is my intention to immediately get started working with the NAACPs of the world and the urban leagues and the LULACs and Democracy Forward and all of those organizations to make sure that we can protect the ballot at the ballot box, because we already know that the attacks are coming. Democrats tend to be more reactionary instead of being proactive. I am trying to head into this and be proactive, but we got to pull our people out. I'm in Harris County because Harris County is showing up, but not in as big a numbers as Dallas County is. And I know that Harris County don't want to be beat by Dallas, But right now, Dallas is turning up on a whole other level. So make sure on election day, Harris County, y'all pull up. East Texas, y'all are getting it in. Killeen, which is part of Bell County, y'all are getting it in. So we got some work to do in some other places, but I am really impressed with how much energy we are seeing, specifically out of East Texas and the Killeen area, Bell County. And of course, Dallas is doing their part. Tarrant County, stand up. Tarrant County is ready to go blue. They are decimating the Republicans over there, and doing really well. Specifically, I'll say this, and then I will let y'all get back to it. Black women, at least in Tarrant County, we have to run the numbers in some other places to get it together. But Black women are acting a fool in Tarrant County. It is close to 18% voter turnout for Black women in the early vote. That is the highest registered voter turnout of any demographic in Tarrant County. It is so high that they basically are matching 1-for-1 the raw number turnout for white women in Tarrant County. It is absolutely insane. And I'm not gonna leave my brothers out of this. Black men in Tarrant County are showing out, I want to say maybe 12%. I think 12% of those that are registered to vote, as it relates to Black men, have shown out. So listen, if we can continue to hit like high percentages, I know it doesn't sound high, but in Texas, these are high. So we need to do our part, make sure that we get Black voters out, because we know that the vast majority of these terrible policies are directly impacting Black people first. When we look at this war, we know that there's a disproportionate number of Black folk that have signed up to serve. In fact, in the state of Texas, we have more veterans and more Black veterans than any other state. So it is so important that we decide. And let me make this other point specifically about Black women. As we know that we've lost over 1.1 million jobs and counting under this administration, 330,000 and counting of them are jobs that belong to Black women. The attacks on the federal workforce, which tends to skew more African American, have directly impacted us. So this is our time to push back, because I don't know when we will have a chance to push back if we don't do it right now. And this is our shot. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So make sure y'all turn out as many people as y'all can to vote. Get in those group chats. Tell any and everybody it is time to vote. This is the last chance. And they need to vote for Jasmine Crockett as their next United States Senator. I appreciate y'all.
So one thing before you go, Senator Crockett, one thing before you go. I was at an event with you yesterday, and someone asked you a question. They said, what was a quote you wanted to leave us with? Do you remember that? I'm going to put you on the spot in Collin County.
Yes.
Please say that again if you remember it.
I need you to survive. I didn't give a quote. Instead, I gave the song. And so it's true. If we allow them to come for one of us, then frankly, they'll be able to come for any and all of us. So definitely carry that song with me everywhere that I go.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Crockett.
Thank you so much.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I think there's some things that we can take away. We've been holding 300 strong all night, Mr. Chairman. She talked about the Republicans talking about cold red. Well, tonight is about cold black. Tomorrow, Tuesday, March 3rd, is about cold black. We know what to do in our communities. We have what it takes. And she didn't talk about just her winning. She talked about bringing others along. So that's why it's so important for us to hear from candidates all up and down the ballot throughout our 254 counties, from Bexar County, Harris County, Bell, Tarrant, Fort Bend, you name it. I know we have Dallas County in the house. Everyone's represented. The Golden Triangle is represented. We are all over the map, and that just goes to show the power in our network, the power in our voice, and the word of mouth. I do want to call up a newly minted U.S. Congressman Christian Menifee, who won the special election in January, representing the Congressional District 18, formerly held by Barbara Jordan, formerly held by the late Mayor Sylvester Turner, and now it's held by him. Congressman, are you with us? We know you were just with the Congresswoman, our future senator. Congressman, are you with us? We'll come back when he jumps on. Next, Kenneth, are you with us in the group chat? Kenneth, are you still with us?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right.
All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dr. Kenneth Morgan Aguilera, and I'm running for Congress here in Texas 12th Congressional District. I am a veteran, served 12 years in the Army, and currently, like I'm running in Texas 12th Congressional District, where I believe with 100% confidence that I will take District 12 tomorrow in the primaries and will be successful in the upcoming November election against Republican Craig Goldman. Without a doubt, I'm here representing the community and the everyday working class families across Texas that seem to have been forgotten by this current administration.
Thank you, Kenneth. So happy to have him. Make sure you put your information in the chat. Junior, are you with us?
Tiffany, the congressman is on now.
Congressman, happy to have you. The floor is yours. Thank you, Mr.
Said he was on. I'm sorry, maybe I misread my text here.
He's not on yet. Okay.
I guess he's not. They said he was on.
Okay, well, whenever he pops in, we'll get with it. Junior, are you with us? Are you still in the queue? Junior? Elisa Simmons? Elisa, are you still with us? Gregoire Lewis? Am I pronouncing that right?
That's close enough.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for putting on this event. Gregory Lewis. I am running to be the next county clerk for Tarrant County. A lot of times I get asked the sort of things that the county clerk does, but for the sake of this, I'll keep it short. Something that candidates have spoke about here in Tarrant County are the deaths that happen in our jail. It's been over 70, and it's just too many. One is too many. But the county clerk keeps a lot of records, and they have been very difficult in releasing some of the records for guards that are on duty, the supervisors, any disciplinary records for these people, the training, the number of nurses on staff, if their CPR training is up to date. This is the type of information that the public will need to know who to hold accountable for the things that are happening to our brothers and sisters in the Tarrant County Jail. And as the next county clerk, this is the sort of thing that I will help expose with our other county officials. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Your name Gregory, not Gregoire. I was over there putting a little
It's the French version of Gregory, but very few people can pronounce it, so I just go by Gregory.
Well, Greg, I'll put you Gregoire.
That's
y'all
correct.
make sure y'all send brother to the county clerk's office. Antoinette Harris, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Thank y'all so much for this platform. It is an honor to join you all tonight. My name is Attorney Antoinette N. Harris, running to serve as your next Justice of the Peace for Precinct 2, Place 2 here in Dallas County. I'm the only licensed attorney in my race, and I'll be the first African-American attorney to preside over this court. But I need you all support. Tomorrow's the big push. If you support Jasmine, please support me. We have very similar backgrounds. We are very well-educated Black women, and you know they can't stand us. So if you want to support raising the standard, please vote for me tomorrow, March 3rd from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember, we have to vote at our assigned precinct locations. The Republicans have tried to complicate this thing as much as they can, but we're still getting out in record numbers. Let's take our country back one vote at a time.
Thank you so much. Do we have Marvelette Hunter in the queue? Marvelette, are you with us?
Hello there, I am here. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so very much. I've just been excited by just being on this call with so many wonderful candidates, and of course, listening to our next senator, Jasmine Crockett. I'm Marvelette Hunter, and I am running for Congress in Texas's 38th congressional district. That is the seat that is currently held by MAGA Republican Wesley Hunt, who has now decided to go on and cast his bread on the waters, and hopefully something will come back for him on that. But I am running in 38. I do have primary opponents. I am the only African American woman in the race, and I'm asking for your support. Many people don't give much credit to the fact that this district can be flipped, but I know that it can. I've been a member of this community for 21 years. I have a 30-year career in public policy, affordable housing, economic development, and finance. I've served in every branch of government, from the city as the chief of staff for the late Mayor Sylvester Turner, as his chief of staff when he was in Congress. And I also served as the chief development officer at the Harris County Housing Authority. So I know that I'm the most experienced candidate in the race, but I'm not the most well-known. And I'm asking you if you know anyone in, my district, which is Tomball, Cypress, Spring Branch, Jersey Village, the villages of Memorial, and even in River Oaks, to please let them know that Marvelette Hunter is running for Congress to flip the seat in Texas's Congressional District 38. Thank you so very much for the time.
No, thank you. And I think it's so important just to underscore, Wesley Hunt decided he wanted to run for the state. He wanted to give up his seat. So we will happily take that seat so we can improve our Democratic margin. So we want to thank you for running, and thank you for doing a big thing and pioneering on the West Side. And you're absolutely right. We have an opportunity to do something because it's Coal Black on tomorrow, Tuesday, March 3rd. So y'all remember the name Marvelette Hunter. She's running for Texas Congressional District 38. Her information is in the chat.
Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. Mr. Chairman, I think we have Stephanie Draper, and then after Stephanie, I'm going to turn it back to you, Mr. Chairman. Are you good with that?
Yes, ma'am. You've been working.
Okay. Stephanie, are you with us?
Yes, hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Draper, and I am running for Denton County Commissioner, Precinct 4. And let me tell you, when I win the county commissioner seat for Precinct 4, I will be the first Black American to run for that seat and to have that seat. So please make sure, if you're supporting Jasmine, please make sure you support me as well. Denton County is in the house, and we're flipping Denton County. All our seats are covered, and we need your support. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm flipping through my screen right now. And let's go to Mr. Thurman Bill Barty.
Well, good evening, and thank you so kindly, sir. I want to hold something up, so I believe you can read, and you will know what that means right there. 1911, any side of the day I die, then I'll be a dead Capper. Okay, no, and I have all my other nukes who are on, and we love you, 1906 guys. That's how we got to 1911 in J5. Okay, thank you all so kindly, and to Miss who is here, Councilwoman Tiffany, and even Councilwoman Crystal, and even Reverend Barrett, and even Andrea, and some others whom I know. I feel at home here in this group. And I am Thurman Bill Barty, and I am running for Congressional District 14, which is actually in Jefferson County, or a portion of Jefferson County, Orange County, Galveston County, a specific portion of Brazoria County, and the southeastern portion of Fort Bend County. It's very gerrymandered. I've gone all over this area that we have now 3 or 4 times, and soliciting participation and voting. And I would ask you, if you know of anyone who lives in Brazoria, anyone who lives in Galveston, anyone who lives in Fort Bend, anyone who lives in Jefferson County or Orange County, please get them or have them to consider Thurman Bill Barty. I was a former mayor. I just termed out of the great city of Port Arthur, Texas. I've also been a justice of the peace. So I'm not new to the game. I'm actually true to it. But I want to represent my people, which is everyone, Black people, brown people, white people, green, yellow, pink, or gold. It doesn't matter. If you are a human and a child of God, you are a part of my people. I want to represent us and get us out or help us come from under what we are right now. Thank you so kindly. God bless you. And on tomorrow, please call your friends who are down here.
Thank you, sir. Next we'll have.
Well, hold on. I just want to say that I know there was some gaps in the audio, so just we want to make sure that his information's in there, so y'all can reach out to him, follow him on social media platforms, and get the word out. He said his district is so gerrymandered from East Texas to parts of Galveston. So any connections that you have, please make sure you do that. Okay, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Reverend Fletcher, you are up next, sir. Reverend Fletcher, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to you. It says candidate for 187th District Judge. Who are you and will you please speak?
Good evening, everyone. I am Judge Stephanie Boyd. I'm judge here in Bexar County, Texas, 187 District Court. I have over 30 years experience. Hey, thanks, Shades. I have over 30 years experience. I have a BA, MBA, JD. I've been a defense attorney, been a prosecutor, been a juror, been a grand juror, co-presiding judge of mental health court, and I'm also a former librarian. This is what you need to know about what's happening in Bexar County. We have over 49 courts. Of those 49 courts, we only have 3 sitting Black judges. Of those 3 sitting Black judges, every last one of us got a Democratic opponent. What I can tell you is I'm the first African American of the 187 District Court. I'm the first female of the 187 District Court. Happy Black History Month from last month, which is all the year, and also Happy Women's Month. I am the only African American that is in an adult felony district court. So we need everybody's support. Everyone get out there. Let's not be reactionary. Let's be strategic. And this call is all about strategy. And we most definitely need to keep our Black judges on the bench. That is one of the lines of defense. So thank you guys so much for doing this. I'm excited. I'm energized. And I know we're going to do this.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next, we will have Justice McFarland.
Hello.
Justice.
Can you guys hear me? Yes. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Justice McFarland. I'm running to be the Texas State Representative for District 100. That's Vinton Jones's district. And I'm pretty much just wanting to explain to people that this district is actually very underrepresented, in my opinion. So the 100th district has a lot of issues and flaws that have gone unaddressed for decades.
I think we lost you.
Hello? Y'all hear
me?
You're
back. You're back now. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Either way, yes, this district is very underrepresented. There's a lot of issues that have gone unaddressed for decades, such as like our road, our infrastructure, our education. And what I really aim to do is to give a vision and a direction to this district so that everybody in the district can participate in the American dream. That's pretty much it. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go with Stacy Wilson.
I'm down here in the Bell County area of Killeen, and we were honored to have Jasmine with us last Tuesday. We're energized, we're ready. I am a candidate for Bell County Commissioner Precinct 2. When I win, I am going to be the first Black woman to serve on that seat. I need to be in a room. We need to be in all rooms. We need to get in there and make a difference in those decisions that benefit us in the long run. So my charge to many of you, and I will do the same, is to get those voters to the polls. My goal is 100 people to the polls. I'll be calling people. I'll be texting people because we have to get Jasmine over the finish line. We have to support each other. We have to be there for each other. Once again, we need to turn Bell County blue, which we're working on really hard, and it's going to happen by tomorrow. So once again, I am Stacy Wilson. I am a candidate for Bell County Commissioner Precinct 2. I will be the first Black woman to hold that seat. Thank you for your support.
Well, thank you so much. So for all of you that stayed on and waited around for a special treat, we got one for you. We got a man, like people say Benjamin Crump is the Black people's lawyer. This brother, who's my 06 brother, is the Black people's pastor. Brother, please, the Reverend Dr. Haynes. Brother, please,
wow.
The floor is yours.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ro. Thank you for this opportunity. Listen, I'm so excited to be a part of this. Thank you all for convening this, which makes tonight a preview of coming attractions that tomorrow is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm praying for each and every one of you. I have new respect for all of you who have been on this campaign trail. It's a different world than where I come from. And so I salute you. I'm praying for you. Sorry I was late getting on. We have attorney Ben Crump. Speaking of Ben Crump, we are hosting him tonight at Friendship West, and he's doing a book signing. And so it's super exciting. But again, I am praying for you all. And I'm serious. I'm going to go through this list and call you name by name for your strength, but also that tomorrow will be and represent a game change for the state of Texas. But also, if it's a game change in Texas, so goes the nation. And so I'm super hyped about my member, the phenomenal woman known as Jasmine Crockett. We gonna clock it with Crockett, and then we going down that ballot. And listen, I guess I'll close with Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes in Passenger 57 said, always bet on Black. I'm betting on us. So God bless you. God keep you. I'm praying for you. I'm excited about the Congressional District 30. We're going to keep on fighting because Eddie Bernice Johnson, fighter. Jasmine Crockett, fighter. And I'm ready now to step in the ring and keep the fight going. But in the meantime, always bet on Black. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, and God bless you in all your endeavors. And we know this is not the last we're going to hear because we're going to get you in that seat and so you can put some fire to them people down there in D.C. All right, they need prayer down in there with all that foolishness they got going on down there. Trust me, they need a whole lot of it. So bring all your holy oil and a bunch of Bibles, not the Trump one, the real one. All right, so we're gonna keep moving. We only got like 3 more people left that I see, and then we're gonna close out because we wanted to get everybody. So next we're gonna go with Miss Dawn Richardson.
Good evening. I'm Dawn Richardson, and I'm running for Texas State Representative, House District 54. And I'm an Air Force brat, Army wife, proud mother of 2 daughters, public educated daughters, and also a 39-year retired educator. And right now we need more educators in the State House. In fact, my opponent is the author of the voucher bill, which is going to hurt our public schools. And therefore, who gets hurt the most? Our children. We have to get more educators in there that care about our kids, that care about our public school system. And we have to get folks like Jasmine Crockett up there in the Senate because it's going to take all 3 levels to get this thing straightened out. So again, I'm Dawn Richardson running for House District 54. I hope you have your vote because we deserve better. We deserve a new dawn.
Thank you. Thank you. Courtney Jones, thank you for waiting.
Hello, my name is Courtney Jones. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, but I live in Austin, Texas. I'm currently running for Texas State Senate District 21. It goes all the way down from South Austin to Laredo. I'm currently challenging the Dean of the Senate. She's been in office since 1987, and she is one of the representatives that did not walk out during gerrymandering and stand up for our community. So that's going to be Bexar County, Travis County, Hayes County, Guadalupe, Webb, Wilson, Starr, Zapata, Caldwell, Duval, Jim, Hodge, Live Oak are some of the counties that fall within my district. I'm running for the everyday person to make sure they have direct access to the legislature. I have been an intern on the Senate Finance Committee. I have been through the LBJ Women's Campaign School, and I have been a social worker in the community, making sure that we're co-collaborating change and making sure that the everyday person has direct access. So now I'm just trying to take it to the next level. And so thank y'all for creating this space because it's felt very lonely on the campaign trail. So it's great to see all of y'all here tonight. And so thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Stacey Childs.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you all tonight. My name is Stacey Childs, currently running for the Texas House of Representatives, District 131, that has been held by the wonderful Dr. Alma Allen since 2004. She is retiring, so I am running to take that place. I'm currently serving on the Texas State Board of Education alongside my colleague, Dr. Tiffany Clark, who I see in the room. And as a member of the State House, I will plan to continue to do what I've been doing on the State Board of Education, which is protecting Black history, because as you know, there is an affront and an attack on Black history in the state of Texas. So we want to create laws and make sure that children are learning it. We want to make sure that we're supporting teachers and making sure that the people in District 131 have access to healthy food. And we're making sure that we're not criminalizing the people that live in the District 131 by creating alternate pathways to success. So again, my name is Stacey Childs, current SBOE member running for Texas House District 131. God bless you all. Good luck. I'm nervous. I'm excited, but by God's grace, we will all win. Thank you.
Thank you. And God will bless you, my sister. Emeka Aluka, in fact, this is my next door neighbor. He lives around the corner from me, actually. Literally. The floor is yours, Emeka. I know we got bad Wi-Fi out here, but come on. I guess we're going to move on. So I saved this person for last because he opened us with prayer. He's also a candidate. So I want him to finish us out with his word and then finish us out with a word of prayer. Reverend Barrett.
Thank you so much, Brother Chairman. I appreciate the opportunity. My name is Pastor Irvin Lynn Barrett. I'm in Collin County, Texas, running for Justice of the Peace, Place 3. Collin County is one of the fastest growing counties in the nation, fourth largest in the nation. We have no representation. We need people who think like us, look like us, act like us, and perform like us, serving us. That's why I'm running for Justice of the Peace. I'm on the ballot tomorrow. Don't have an opponent, but I need support for November. I'm one of many pastors that's on the ballot. It's a blessing that we've got so many men of God who have stepped up, wanting and looking to serve. We need people of integrity, not people who are speaking the language, but not living the language or living the life. We need people who are true, God-fearing people serving. And so I'm looking forward to serving the people of Collin County and as well supporting my fellow colleagues in their endeavors as well. You asked me to close out with prayer?
Yes, sir.
Let's pray. God, we thank you for this gathering. We thank you for those who have orchestrated this time. We recognize that you brought us together for such a time as this. Help us to seize the moment. Help us to capitalize on every opportunity that is before us. Help us to recognize the calling that is upon our lives and help us to fulfill the role with dignity, with honor, with respect, according to your will and according to your divine plan. I pray that you'll open doors for us and open doors that no man can close, but also that you'll close doors that no man can open. I pray that you would direct our lives, order our steps, and bless us on tomorrow. Give us faith to enter in, but also we pray that our faith would allow us to encounter what only you can do according to your will and your divine plan. Hear our prayer. In the matchless name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen and thank you.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. So with that, the church doors are open. You may all go. And remember your assignment. Code Black.
Code Black.
Code Black. And 100% is the only number that we will accept.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
All right.
Speak now. Do I have a minute?
No. Yeah, you got 30 seconds.
Hey guys, my name is Emeka Aluka. I live in Melissa, Texas, and I'm running for House District 67. House District 67. We're trying to take Jeff Leach out of there because he's been there since 2013. and I'm really hoping you guys will give me the chance to run and get this job done. I have an opponent who's challenging me, which is fine. All love. I want him to win if he's the best man, but I believe I'm the best man. So thank you guys so much. Emeka Iluka, House District 67. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, my sisters, for putting this on. Thank you for all of y'all hour and a half.
Somebody else trying to get in.
Thank you.
Blessings, everyone.
Bless. God bless you. God bless.
Who will be the first African American ever elected to Bexar County Civil District Courts? And I am praying and asking for all of your support. I love this support. Thank you all so much. Bexar County Civil District Court, the first African American to be elected. Thank you so much for putting this on. When is the next meeting? This is great.
We're gonna get back to you. Trust me, we got one in the works.
I cannot believe it. This is amazing. We coming together like this.
Black women put this together.
Thank you guys so much for running.
Thank you for the support.
Cold Black. Cold
Black. Cold Black. We're gonna keep saying that. Cold Black.
All right, Cold Black. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Wonderful job, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much, Sister Tiffany.
Cold Black. For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Cold Black. Remember your household 100%. Make sure everyone votes.
Yes.
Print out some sample ballots. Remember the names. Get their information out of the chat before you go. Sign up for the coalition so you can get the updates. But this will not be our last time. We know what to do. We know how to deliver. We've done it before. Let's deliver for Black Texans. Cold Black.
Yes, yes, yes.
I did a wonderful job. We thank you so much. Have a blessed evening now.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair. Hi, it's Reverend Stacy Brown. Do we have a spreadsheet of all our Black candidates that we would be able to disseminate to our folks?
That's a great idea.
Did he jump off?
I think so.
Oh, it's fine. I'll text him. Y'all have a great evening.
You too. Thank you, Reverend. Emeka?
Yes.
One name. Hello, TD.
I don't come up. I don't come up. I get by force. We are getting and we are turning Texas blue by all means necessary. By fire, by force. No hesitation. We're not slowing down. We're going to give it to them. They gotta go. They gotta go. This is us. It's our time. Time. Yes.
Done. Well done. Thank you for running.
All right, everybody.
You're so welcome, Auntie.
All right, this is Ronald Gordon, Texas in Color. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and we will do this again later on because
if you're in Tarrant County,
we're just looking at
candidates, and I'm assuming there's at least one person in every county that can do something similar.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Thank you so much. We
appreciate everybody.
That.
Appreciate everybody else tuning in. We'll talk to everybody later.
I'll put my email in the general chat. And
recording stopped.
You see, I had to cut everybody. I was trying to tell them goodbye and good night, and they just kept on. Politicians, true politicians. And I cut them off. Yeah.